Hello. So, it's Icy Lobster, and I am here for another game. And it is actually not the middle of the night right now, so I can actually talk normally, and I don't have to whisper, which I've been doing a lot recently. Because for some reason I always want to cast when everyone's asleep. So, a hoodle doodle do, and let's get into the game. So in the bottom center, we have AriA versus Liquid HuK in the top center. So this is Metalopolis, and as far as I'm aware, this is the most recent patch. So I don't know why it's Liquid HuK, because he's on Team EG now. But it's possible this is either someone else playing, or it is him, and it's just his old account, which is called Liquid HuK. So I'm not quite sure. I think this is on the Korean server, but I could be wrong. 100% sure on that. So regardless, we'll just see how the game goes. So, and I do wonder why it is Liquid HuK. It could just be his old account, I guess. It seems normal enough to me. I don't know. Let's just hope for a good game. That's all we need. That's all we need. So. Oh. I wonder if I should turn down the sound. It feels louder today, but maybe it's just because I'm paying attention today or something. I've got a spawning pool, but actually I'm going to bring up the production. And I'm going to close the names. There we go. I actually kind of like it when the names are gone. I really do like the names, but I don't know, just more screen space. If anyone prefers the names up, I will leave them up there. So Cybernetic score. So he's just doing a standard wall off. It looks like no fast expand. And then our Zerg player is actually, he's not expanding at all. So I feel like this is very, I mean, it's uncommon to wait this long to get a hatchery. Normally it's like 15 hatch, 14 hatch, 16 hatch, something like that. And it is 20 and he still does not have a hatchery yet. So, I'm not quite sure what AriA is doing. And it looks like he's... Right, so he is expanding now, so I feel like that's a very late hatchery. Not sure why. I don't know, we'll see how it goes for him. We'll see how it works out. This little Ling is trying to kill the probe. It is not going to happen. This probe is on jet packs. Some sort of jet system. He gets straight on through the zealot. It's interesting. He's just like mining one patch. But, nothing yet. We have 2 gas for HuK. So he could go Starport, Robo, or it's even possible he's doing it because, yeah, if this is HuK, he likes heavy sentry play to start out with. And sentries are not gas cheap. They cost 100 gas. So, it actually looks like he's going to do a lot of sentries into an expansion. So, that seems something normal of HuK to do. Nothing crazy going on. Metabolic boost is about to finish. Excuse me. And then we have 2 gateways. So he might follow this up with actually a 4th gate expansion. Seems to be one common way to expand. And the gateway research has just finished. We have an Evo chamber coming up. Income. The Zerg is ahead by harvesters, and he's a little bit ahead in income. So, alright, so he's doing alright. Except HuK is gonna have his expansion up fairly soon. And yeah, it does look like a 4th gateway. So, called that. Ooh yeah, I got it. We're gonna get pretty heavy. It's actually a lot of probes transfer. It's a pretty heavy transfer. We have a layer going up. We have a 2nd gas being taken. So I'm curious if he's gonna take the other 2 gas anytime soon, but we'll find out. Roach Warren is coming up, which I did not. There it is. And we have a Robo coming up for HuK. Where is the Robo? There we are. So it's at the expansion. +1 range coming up for our Zerg player, and he is getting 2 more extractors, so it could easily be Muta. Very, very common. And basically, to know if it's Muta is if they're going lair and they are getting 4 gas, because Mutas are gas heavy. So, a bunch of sentries over here. They are going to deny this Overlord scouting. I do not think he's going to see the Robo. He's not even going to get close to the Robo. So I actually kind of like this placement here. The Overlord's not going to peek in, but you can have an Overlord over here, and you could pop in this way, and he would spot it. Or even just like a Ling running in here. So, I don't know. With good scouts, it's hard to hide much. The Lings pop in. So he definitely has a bit of sentries. They all have a lot of energy. Getting a bunch of stalkers in here to mix in. AriA is getting a 3rd. We have a Zealot here trying to deny it, which will not happen, but he's going to see all the roaches, though. There you go. So, I kind of think HuK might get a few Immortals after his Observer. The roaches are getting their ground speed upgrade. And we have a Forge and Twilight Cancel coming up for HuK. So, I feel like he could be getting Blink. Blink's really good. It's very common for Protoss to get Blink. It just allows a lot of utility. And Changeling right down. He's losing a lot in the back here. They're all getting sniped off. And the Spire is down. There we are. There's the Spire. We're getting an armor upgrade. So right now everyone's just macroing happily. We have our little sentries scooting over here. A bunch of Lings getting beat up. These Lings are really nosy. They're just trying to pop in. And it looks like they may pop in over here too. They will be denied though. So HuK's doing a good job at denying information. And he is getting an Immortal. So yeah, it's going to deal with the roaches. But with the range upgrade, they just like obliterate harder now. Roach attack over here. Cancel. I don't even think he canceled that. He canceled that one. A few good force fields. He trapped them all in the center. He's gonna lose his sentries though, which is not good. I feel like HuK doesn't even have that much, so he's doing fairly well for the little he has. Yeah, he's whittling everything away. He's gonna lose another. He lost all of his sentries. Mortal's out, and now, yeah, these roaches gotta get out of here. Yeah, so it does have a range of 6 now, and I recall roaches have a range of 4, not even 5. They have a range of 4. I should know that. So, Blink's done. Yeah. Pro transfer to the 3rd. We have a 4th coming up for AriA. AriA has 7 mutas. 8 mutas. 9 mutas. A 10th muta on the way. Air 1 attack coming up. And macro hatch in the main. Bunch of Lings. So I expect to see muta attack. They're all grouping over here. HuK might know about this though. I'm not quite sure where his observer is. But actually, that's where his observer is, on the other side of the map. And here are all the mutas going in. It's not a ton of mutas, but they are going to take a lot of probes out. Because there is nothing to guard any of these probes. I'm going to actually bring up the loss. 14, 15 root workers, 16. Oh man, he actually took out a lot of workers right there. So he's got to get out of there. I think he's already done enough damage. Yeah, I feel like he shouldn't stay around too much longer. He got a lot done. He got 17 workers. I don't know if they were all right there. He got a lot right there. So, we have armor upgrade coming up for HuK's army. He has, looks like only 2 models right now. Nothing being built of the Robo, which I think he should build more, because Robo takes a while, whereas Warpins don't. Bam. Got a bunch of mutas. And our Zerg player is actually almost maxed out. And his 4th base, he's getting all the gas from it. Mutas are going to come in. It looks like he might do... I was going to say double pronged attack, but he's bringing his Roach army back. So these probes already know what's up. They're like, no. Good blank. He took out a lot of 3 mutas or something. Let's check the loss tab. So the Zerg player has lost less, but I think HuK might have caught up a little bit right there, sniping a few mutas. There's the ground army. So I feel like our Zerg player is going to move out very soon, and we actually have a Warp Prism over here, which is gone. So that did not work out. And our Zerg player is about maxed. I think he's going to move in right now. Because, yeah, he's basically maxed. A decent amount of it's lings, roaches, but still. When you're maxed as a Zerg, you generally want to push in and just re-macro after you'll lose everything. Because Zerg can do that. With all these bases, enough larva, bam. You do have ventral sacks on the way. And here comes the engagement. We have a couple force fields, fairly good force fields, blocking a lot out, so he has a nice concave. They all do get in, and we are actually split up with the Stalkers taking out the Mutas, whereas the Mortal Sentry are taking out the Roaches. And this Immortal is actually a lot. I feel like if this was Immortal was focused down, a lot less of these Roaches would die. This guy has 9 kills, 10 kills. And yeah, HuK's microing him back too. So I feel like HuK's control is far superior. Look at that, 11 kills. Maybe he was too busy with the Mutas. Are the Mutas... What happened to the Mutas? Okay, here's some of the Mutas. Here's a statue. Mech statue. 5th base coming up for our Zerg. I feel like HuK might want to take another base somewhat soon. Yeah, he's behind on the income, but he's been doing really well in the engagements. He's getting a bunch of High Templar. Storm is on the way. +2 air is on the way for a Zerg player, along with he's getting like all of his Overlord upgrades, his speed, his carry things and me upgrade. So possibly Baneling drops, and we have an engagement again, because our Zerg player is maxed out. And HuK actually is in a very good spot. I think he's actually going to lose a lot of mutas. I almost feel like AriA did not wait for his whole entire army or something. It feels like, yeah, that they're really spread out, so I did not really agree with that engagement. Check the units lost. Yeah, so now HuK has lost less. He's been having really good engagements, so I'm going to have to hand that to him there. He just has really good control. Our Zerg player is macroing pretty hard. I don't know. He's maxed again. So he's probably going to move in again. I feel like he needs a stronger army, though. He might do Baneling drops, because I think he does have the... Yeah, he can carry stuff. We'll see. Because that's actually really good if you drop them on the army. Because then they don't have to worry about rolling to that. They just fall on them. A lot of Stalkers. A lot of Stalkers. We only have 1 Immortal. This is like the hero Immortal. He's actually called Instructor. Instructor Immortal. The wise Instructor. And we have a 6th base coming up for our Zerg AriA. He'll lose another Overlord. He's just not having good fun with these Overlords. Raider Spires coming up. We have Spires over here. So there it is. It's almost done. We're getting the Adrenal Glands for our Lings, which is not the most common upgrade. It's still good. Pathogen Glands for Infestors. +2 air, ground, and armor, which is going on the way. And it looks like another engagement about to happen. And we do have the Overlords carrying all the Banelings, so it's fairly common when you get Overlord drops to do that. And right now it feels like our Zerg has to get everything in position. A lot of good storms. Oh my god, they're eating through everything. These roaches are so low. We're getting Banelings falling. HuK is actually microing his Stalkers out of the way fairly well. So I feel like he did minimize damage. This Immortal is going to go down after being a master. 18 kills. HuK's actually losing a lot. He just warped in a bunch. I think he's going to hold this just fine. I don't think he's going to be in any trouble. So he actually has some very good storms. He's had some really good Immortals that just get tons of kills. So I feel like HuK is just, I don't know. So right now it's basically macro versus army control. Because AriA has his entire side of the map. He's mining like a beast. He's getting all of his upgrades. He's getting burrow. He's getting tunneling claws. So this is interesting. This is showing us control versus just mass macro. So what AriA is going to have to do is he's going to have to overwhelm HuK. He's maxed out again. But I still feel like I feel like he might have too many. No, he got rid of harvesters. He turned them into spine crawlers, I think. Wherever that is. Maybe not. I just saw spine crawlers being built on the tab. So, another engagement. I think he should wait for his entire army. Yeah, come on, you can do this. Needs more guys in the Overlord. So this is a pretty big attack. We need a few good fungals on the stalkers. Are we gonna get them? Bunch of storms again, and they always sit in the storms. We do have a fungal on the stalkers, but these roaches are being cleaned up pretty hard. He's actually sort of breaking through. It looks like he might actually take HuK's army out. He needs another fungal. No, he's gonna use it on Infestaterran. Burrowed roach, that's pretty good. I'll save that roach right there. And actually this time HuK can't hold it right away, so he's actually going to lose the Nexus, maybe some tech. I'm not quite sure. We have a ton of reinforcements, mainly Lings, because Lings are so fast and they can reinforce it right away. Yeah, so HuK's actually in trouble this time. So this is exactly what AriA has to do. He has to just overwhelm HuK, which is exactly what he's doing. He's actually seems to be not high enough on the mineral count. He has a lot of gas, not enough minerals, so he can't fully remax his army right now. But he's taking out a lot right now. I've got a wave of stalkers in, and he might be able to take it out with Blink Micro. He's Zealots over here not doing anything yet. Zealots over here not doing anything. So I don't know, there's just like madness in his base. He's probably losing a lot of probes. So if we look at the loss tab, they are actually about even now. Where HuK was ahead, he is now about even. So AriA is definitely did something with that attack there. Is this guy? This guy is lucky. All of his brothers got killed. He barely got away. So HuK got rid of AriA after losing a base. And I think a bunch of probes. Let's check the probes killed. 40 workers killed. HuK has lost 40 workers. Wow, jeez. Okay. So yeah, that attack actually did do something. Now, it looks like he's actually having trouble macroing up this time. He does not have enough minerals. He has too much gas, not enough minerals. So, I don't know. It feels like now when he needs the workers, he doesn't have them. Okay, you see a transfer here. So, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. He's actually almost maxed out again, so I spoke too soon. He's at about 170 now. He is supply blocked, so HuK has been picking stuff off, and he has a bunch of Broodlords. Broodlords are really good. They do need an army to support them, which I feel like we don't have quite enough Grand Army yet. But he's still not maxed out, so his Overlords are popping. A bunch of High Templars. Oh man, these High Templars. And I like this Overlord placement. Because if HuK was ever to do any sort of drop or harassment, he would spot it right away on both sides of the map, because the Overlords are just I guess the only way would have to be going completely around and in, and he might still spot that. So we have +3 armor coming up for AriA and +2 melee attack. So 11 roaches on the way. Let's check the units. 6 Broodlords, 21 roaches, 10 banelings, 2 infestors, verse 22 zealots, 3 immortals, 16 stalkers. And we actually do have a warp prism, and there is the warp prism. I'm glad I found that. So as I was saying, AriA actually probably saw this. If he's paying attention at least. We'll see. Is this army going to respond to it? No. Not quite sure what's... It looks like he's just going to go into attack, so HuK actually did not do anything with that. Maybe scouting. Bunch of High Templars. They gotta get some really good storms on. 1 storm. 2 storm. 3 storm. So many storms. Killed a lot of the Lings. Broodlords are picking up buildings, though. Not quite sure how HuK's gonna respond to the Broodlords. It's probably just more Stalkers because he doesn't have much else. I don't feel like Stalkers are the best to deal with Broodlords, but they can do it if they focus fire. The thing is, with a good supporting ground army, you can defend birds fairly well. 2 really good feedbacks. Very good by HuK. And he's actually sniping out the Broodlords. 1 Broodlord, 2 Broodlord. Does he have blink? Yes. So HuK is just doing really good with his sniping. He just has superior control. Here he is, about maxed out again, except I do not see all of his army. It looks like they are rallying in. And I don't know, he is... Alright, he's not maxed out anymore. He was, so he just lost a bunch. Units lost. Yeah, so he is behind now. Actually, at this point, they've lost so much, it's like almost the same. Like, they've been losing tons of stuff. But, I don't know. AriA had that one really good attack, and it looks like he is getting Ultralisks up, getting his Cavern up. So he might try and just like heavy switch to Ultras, which is not that bad of an idea, except he has a decent amount of mortals. He'd have to focus down the mortals, and the thing is, AriA hasn't been focusing the best. If he could just snipe all the stuff that counters him directly, then he'd probably be doing a bit better, but we'll see. So we actually have a shield upgrade for HuK, which is like never happens for Protoss. At least they never really focus on it. It's always last thing and whatnot. So number 2 shield. We have the Warp Prism going over here. He should be very happy that there's no anti-air. This Robo will go down. Now, looks like HuK's getting his army completely ready, so he already knows he's going to lose some stuff, but he's going to respond. Losing 1 fort, which actually does not really matter. Storms. He's just sitting on all the storms. Once again, all these Immortals are in the front, but yet they're still picking everything off. They are not being focused down at all. Come on, AriA. You can focus. You got the macro down. We do have a Warp Prism here. Here we go. Zealot action. Meanwhile, HuK is actually chasing with his Stalkers. And it looks like they will be attacking. Except the Spine Crawlers, there are a lot of spines. I do not think they're going to get much done here. So pick off 1 spine. Yeah. Don't know if that was the most cost effective. He's actually been making a lot of spines whenever he has extra minerals, which is not a bad thing to do. He actually has a lot of minerals right now. He has a lot of gas too. He needs to transfer these workers somewhere where they'll be useful. And he is on, what is it, 4 base? How many bases? HuK is on 1, 2, about 2 base. So he actually has a decent amount. He has a lot of Ultra Lord drop. What is this? This is madness. Oh man. This is gonna be. Oh. I guess not. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. That would have been exciting though. Ultra drops. If you lose Overlord though, that'd be very depressing. And are they fully armored up? They got 3 armor, so not full armor. They have 2 attack, so they're not fully upgraded. And we have an attack over here for the Overlords. This one is not dropping at all, and he's going to lose everything. Burrow, is there an Observer? Observer's almost there. Actually, they can already see it all, never mind. And there's attack in HuK's 3rd, which is just, he's annihilating. It looks like he is going to back out, though. What are you guys doing? Okay. So we have a mothership on the way for HuK, which I cannot wait to see this. Versus all these Ultras. Good storms. Storms aren't the best against Ultras, I wouldn't think, but I don't know, man. This Archon and this Immortal. This Immortal has 15 kills. It's crazy. Look at these Ultras. They're beating away, though. They are so beefy. I don't know, he does not have an army advantage at all. He's making 2 more Ultras, 26 Corruptors. I feel like more Broodlords on the way. And he is getting his chitinous plating. I think I said that right. Chitinous plating, so he will have fully armored up roaches. Not roaches, that'd be intense if roaches had that upgrade. Fully armored up ultralisks. And the mothership is almost done. It is done. Where was it built at? Things are dying. I hear death. So there's a mothership, and he actually does have a starport and a fleet beacon. He actually needs a fleet beacon to get the mothership. So the mothership is out. He's gonna have a void ray on the way to mix in with his army, which I am fully for. Not enough Protoss to do this late game. Void rays are good. They do a lot against massive, so they do destroy ultralisks. But we have a lot of broodlords, my lord. We're gonna see how HuK deals. HuK has like a meager army compared to our Zerg player. Zerg is maxed out once again. So we'll see if HuK can deal with this. Maybe a good vortex? I don't know. These are a lot of broodlords. So I think AriA is just trying to finish it now. He's like mining out of all of his bases, whereas HuK's just like expanding into his gold finally. So I expect to see a cancel on this. I do not think he can hold this. And no, it does go down. HuK is going to quickly lose his void ray. HuK is in a bit of a tight situation. I'm not quite sure what he's going to do. It's a lot of broods. And he's focusing down the mothership. We do see a vortex, which is sucking a lot in. And meanwhile, HuK is actually losing a lot, but he's picking off 1, 2, 3 broodlords. So in that vortex, he picked off 3 broodlords. So that was definitely a victory for him. He lost his mothership. He has a bunch of storms. I cannot tell who is winning or what is going on. It looks like HuK's winning. Yeah, HuK cleaned it all up. So he actually took off a lot of broods. When they popped out, the broods got annihilated. I'm guessing because since they're all grouped up, the splash from the Archons just went nuts. So we got a lot of Archons here. And AriA is actually in a lot of trouble. He still has a lot of money, so he can still make a decent amount. He's making 112 lings. That is a lot of lings. One broodlord. So here are all the lings. The splash damage from the Archons will do a lot, but there's so many lings that they're just going to annihilate these Archons. So he actually has a good amount. He's cleaning a lot of this up. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on long enough. Will he get enough out to stop HuK? Because HuK is still mining pretty healthy. His bases are pretty healthy. He's expanding into the gold. Whereas our Zerg player is running out of everything. He's making 6 ultralisks, 14 lings. And this might be one of his last attacks. But, I mean, HuK does not have that much. We got 3 Templar, 6 Stalkers, 1 Void Ray, and 12 Zealots. Bunch of Spines. They are going to move themselves up. Skedaddle over there. And another mothership on the way. So HuK and his motherships. It looks like it is being built right here, and it is about to pop. We also have more Archons on the way. So there we are. And we have a big attack in the middle. HuK needs to reinforce this. There are a lot of ultras, and these spines are actually doing a lot. We have 1 kill on this spine. The spines are actually assisting a lot. HuK's Void Rays are actually going to work. I think they're actually doing a decent amount of damage. They're focusing on the Corruptors. This Void Ray will go down. The other one is still up. We have another. We have a feedback going down. 2 changelings, 3 changelings, 4 changelings. Not sure why, but it is going on. And here comes the mama ship. I don't know. Now our Zerg player does not have any detection, it does not look like. So actually, if he gets his stuff cloaked, he might stand a slight chance at coming back. I don't know. HuK does not have much, so he's gotta hope this will work. Yeah, so I'm picking up a few things. This is weird. So transfuse on all the ultralisks. I feel like this is a point where our Zerg player has to bring everything with him. It looks like he's bringing his queens, so this may be the final attack. I feel like he didn't even bring drones with him. Look at all these drones. He could bring all these drones with him, and I do not know if he is. Doesn't look like it. So here comes a big attack. I said I still don't think he has an overseer. No, he does not have an Alright, he's making 2 overseers right now. So I was gonna say, if he engaged that without overseers, that sounds somewhat suicidal. He does not have a ton of anti-air. Alright, so everything's getting in position, and it looks like we are about to fight. These spine crawlers are being really ballsy. They are trying to get right into the expansion. And here goes engagement. If HuK picks off these 2 overseers, I don't know what to say. 1 overseer, we have a vortex on most of the army. 1 overseer goes down. Is there another one up? No, he actually killed both overseers. So I think HuK might have this. Without detection and much anti-air, what is our Zerg player gonna do? Yeah, the queens are like the only ones that can take down the mothership. So, oh man, HuK might get this. AriA is in a lot of trouble. He hasn't been able to get, even when maxed out, HuK's really, really good. And we have the good game, and HuK does take this game victorious. So, oh man. HuK has really good control. And his mothership plays were very fun to watch. This was a very interesting game, very amazing. We had a straight-up macro versus a much smaller army, but much greater control. And we see that HuK's greater control with his more expensive units did win. So, that was very exciting. I really like seeing these motherships. It's kind of sad that currently they plan on taking it out in Heart of the Storm. And I don't know, I really like seeing the mothership pop out, so I kind of want them to leave it in. I don't know. What are we going to do without the mama ship? So, until next time, do not do anything too crazy. So, a coodle doodle do, and I will see you all later. Goodbye. Lobster out.